All right, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't heard that in quite a while, but I'm glad to say we're hearing it now. And Kendall Coffey, famed attorney, joins us to talk about, a lot of big news today. Kendall, welcome back. Happy New Year. Glad you're here.
Well, Happy New Year, and thanks for inviting me back and for playing our music.
Oh, that music will always be our song. It's never going anywhere. Kendall, let's start first. Former Virginia Governor Bob McDonnell today sentenced for his corruption conviction, and the government had wanted 12 years. Today, the judge, before he issued the sentence, lowered down the range because of some testimony he had given. Anyway, the maximum could have been, I think, 6.5 years, and he gave him 2. Is this a surprise to you? Is this what you might have expected?
Oh, no, I think it's a surprise. I think from a defense standpoint, although they'd asked for no jail time and 3,000 hours of community service, this was a very impressive result. And you've got to think it reflects in the judge's mind the impact of more than 400 letters providing, in effect, testimony as to the former governor's many positive qualities, including a letter from the U.S. Democrat who's a senator from Virginia. And you wonder, too, if it reflects some thought in the judge's mind that maybe what was done here doesn't even remotely compare, for example, to Rod Blagojevich, who got 14 years. So all in all, although this has been a disastrous experience for McDonnell, it's as these things go, it's a good outcome. And keep in mind that he has a real live issue on appeal, which, is going to be decided down the road. But that issue, Steve, is there was no explicit quid pro quo proven by the government. He got these gifts, he set up some meetings and did some things that seemed sort of supportive of the vitamin supplement company. But you don't have a traditional bribery scheme here where I offer you such and such in exchange for this governmental action. You make an appointment or you sign a bill. So stay tuned on this one. It'll be interesting to see what the appeals court does.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's talk about this Jeffrey Epstein case. And I think you have a disclaimer to make, or because I think you might have some aspect, some involvement in that case as somewhat. But I just want to point out that Alan Dershowitz, to his credit, he has denied all charges. He has waived his the statute of limitations. He has filed an affidavit in court. And by the way, you could go to newsmax.com and you could see the entire affidavit that Alan Dershowitz has filed in his own defense against these rape accusations of this underage, then underage girl. And I don't know that I hear the other people coming out as forcefully as Dershowitz, though.
Well, and thanks for pointing out that I am of counsel. I am counsel record for Professor Dershowitz. So my comments necessarily have to be very limited. But he has filed a sworn statement under oath, which is very specific in rebutting the allegations. And just put this in perspective, he hasn't been charged, never been charged. He hasn't been sued. This is simply an allegation made in a court pleading that doesn't even raise a specific claim against Alan Dershowitz, or for that matter, Prince Andrew. So, so many times we talk about a presumption of innocence in a court of law, but, maybe there should be more of a presumption of innocence in the court of public opinion.
Public opinion. Absolutely.
At least until there's some solid sworn evidence of wrongdoing, none of which exists here at this time.
Right. All right. I want to get in one more before we go. A Ferguson grand juror is petitioning the court. They want to be able to talk to the media. Will it happen? Should it happen?
Well, let me speak with should, and I'm going to put my former prosecutor's hat back on.
We got a minute. We got a minute.
Okay,
so go ahead. Yeah.
Grand juries swear when they step into that room that they're going to maintain grand jury secrecy. That's the deal going in. There are a lot of law enforcement values for that. So my view is that's what everybody agreed. That's the law. That's the oath the grand juror take, and that covenant should not be set aside by a judge.
Okay. And do you think it will?
I don't think it will, but that's a much closer call.
Okay. Good enough. Good enough. Kendall, great to talk to you. I look forward to the next time. Thank you so much for making time.
Hey, thanks, Steve, for having me.
Take care. Kendall Coffey, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Steve Malzberg Show. And ding, 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 ding. Yeah, the market's closed again today. That's because they opened. They had to close. Rob Williams will be here.